I was muted. So let's start this one again, shall we? Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you, guys, for being there today. I hope you're okay. I hope you're well. And by the way, if you're watching, whether it's live or even on replay, please send me a quick message, put a quick comment to say hi. Don't be shy. So uh, today, I'd like to talk about something that got me thinking when I saw a quote which you might see here, hopefully. Oh, actually, you might not see the full thing, but it says, even if it's not your fault, it's your responsibility. And that's a quote by Terry Pratchett, the dearly missed genius that was Terry Pratchett. And it got me thinking. Now, I often see clients who are stuck in a kind of a depressive state, basically. Maybe they're in a rut because a lot of things happen to them in life, whatever. So they're not feeling quite right. They're feeling really stuck, and they tend to carry a lot of emotional baggage. They've got a huge emotional burden um, that, in some cases, feels even like it's burying them alive. And when I suggest helping them to just let go of that burden, of all that negativity that is of no use to them most of the time, some resist it at first. Now, most people will welcome the idea of getting rid of all that negative crap in their heads, but for a few, it might even feel like, because it's not their fault they feel down. It's not them that creates the problem. They shouldn't have to deal with it. It's as if processing the hurt they're feeling or doing something about it would be like taking the blame. And you may have heard this before. Why should I fix it if it's not my fault? Well, actually, if it affects you, it's your responsibility to act, no matter whose fault it is. Now, I think that the issue is that a lot of people are kind of mixing the idea of fault and responsibility together, those two notions, and it gets them confused. Now, in a fair society, people at fault should take responsibility for their action, correct it, do something about it, and so it kind of balance itself out. But that's not how it works, is it? And even if you consider the legal system, for example, someone is at fault, someone did something wrong, they'll be judged responsible for it and then sentenced for it. But even then, it's got nothing to do with taking responsibility. It's just dishing or taking punishment, depending on which side you're in a hope that they will reflect and change their future behavior, maybe dissuade them to act badly. But when bad happens to you, you can focus on whose fault it is. Now, what does that mean? It means asking those questions. Who's to blame? Who created the problem? Who's in the wrong? Who can I punish? You're looking for a scapegoat, and somehow you hope that they might do something about it. Now, responsibility, on the other hand, is about asking the following type of questions. Who will correct the wrong? Who will or should act? Who's going to improve things? So, to hopefully illustrate that a bit better, let's look at some example. So, for example, you're out and about on a walk, and someone on a bike just swerves to avoid a stray dog and just go and hit a wall, injuring himself. Is unconscious on the floor. Now, it's not your fault he's hurt. Say, poor guy. It's not your fault he's hurt, but it is your responsibility to help, even if it's just to call 999 or give first aid if you're qualified to do so. Just because you took responsibility for it doesn't mean you'll be blamed for the accident, is it? Or another example, so you can just let that go away. Imagine that your partner cheats on you and breaks up the relationship. Quite a common thing. And even if it's 100% their fault the relationship failed, and to be fair, it's rarely 100% one-sided, let's be honest here. But even if it's their fault that you feel crushed and depressed and down, guess what? It's your responsibility to take steps to heal and move on, because guess what? They won't do it for you, okay? So fault is aimed at the past. Responsibility is about the future and moving on. So we all know people, you know the type, people who are expert at blaming the whole world around them for everything that's happened to them. Okay. It's always someone else, it's never them. And it seems to be addictive. It might even make them feel better because they are not at fault. They're the good ones, the other are bad. But what they're really doing is not good because it's wallowing in victimhood. They turn themselves into powerless victims. And they might even use it as an excuse to do nothing because someone else will mess things up for them, so why even try? You know, I'm sure you've met people like that. And the way I look at it is, let's imagine that someone digs a massive big hole and fills it with shit and things and nasty stuff, and they just push you in it. Now you can stay in that pit, point the finger at them, shout at them, blame them. But although you're doing that, you're stuck in that hole. You're in there wallowing in it. That's not good. So responsibility in this case is about realizing that, okay, I'm in big doo-doo here. I'm in the pit. So it doesn't matter why I'm here really right now, because what's important now, the first priority before anything else is, how do I get out of here? So is there anything I can use to get myself out and act, basically? So taking responsibility for your action doesn't mean taking the blame. It's not even about forgetting or forgiving people at fault or letting them get away with it. It has nothing to do with the others. It's all about you. It means taking ownership of your life, no matter what the cards have been dealt, and do your best with what you've got. It's about empowering yourself. I know it's very cliche, but empower yourself to move on, learn, and basically grow. It's on you. And yes, life is unfair. It can be frustrating. And every now and then, we all like to vent, have a rant, complain. But be careful not to get stuck in that mode because it achieves nothing. And yes, of course, yeah, you should get criminals behind bar, get them fine or caution, absolutely. If you do a crime, you should make up for it, somehow pay your dues, and you should be put away if you're a danger to society, absolutely. But it doesn't really help the victims. As a victim, it empowers you to find a way to deal with the trauma, with the hurt that's been caused. And it's not always easy, and yes, you will need some help for that. So if you must vent, then do so, but then you've got to somehow find the strength to move on and take responsibility for your own life. I forget in which book it is, I think maybe it's a Torah, whatever other book, which is the best vengeance is to live a good life. So take ownership, because why should others be responsible for your well-being, for your life? And also as well, if you're the one at fault for what happened in your life, you could waste time blaming yourself, or you could even just punish yourself, take some fresh nettle, whip yourself out. Yeah, go ahead. Or you could instead learn from your mistakes, take responsibility so you can move on and avoid as best you can to repeat those mistakes and just get on with your lives. So if you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders with all the bad stuff that happened to you, or maybe even carrying other people's burden. I see that a lot of people carrying all the negativity for everybody else. You might need help to let it go. And also, just because you have to do it doesn't mean you have to do it alone. But you can take responsibility for processing it, ditching it if it's useless, and more often than not it is, and start healing. Now, I'm aware that even some well-established institutions would want you to admit you're powerless and even surrender to a higher power. I don't. I'm here to help you regain control of your mind and your life. I'm here to help you be in charge again. You can get that control back, that power back, that freedom back, Again, simply by taking responsibility for your action, your situation, and your well-being. It's on you. You are the one who has to do something about it. And yes, often you'll need a bit of help, a psychological push to get there. And after that, all the credits for your progress and achievements are yours and yours alone. A friend of mine basically said that as a therapist, I'm the Merlin to your Arthur. So I give you the sword, but when you're ready, you'll have to pull it out of the stone and go slay your own dragons. I'm here to make it easier for you, but I don't do it for you. You have to do it. So again, it's all on you. So if you're interested in getting some help in your life, whether it's to overcome anxiety, phobia, stop smoking, stop drinking, or just need a psychological kick in the backside, just give me a call. So I'll stop it for now. I'll stop this rant for now. So thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to leave a comment as well. Share, like, and subscribe, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube. And I'll see you soon. So thank you for watching. Bye.